26-pound turkey. I've been getting emails asking me how to do something different with turkey instead of just as we traditionally do, just stuff this and you season it and put in the oven for however long we have it for, and then come out and carve it. The problem is that every time I do that, it's a big mess. When I'm carving it, they do let it rest, but you still got to sort of butcher it after the fact that it's cooking. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how to get all the mess done in the beginning, and then when you get this completed, which we're going to really debone this whole turkey, and we're going to try to attempt to keep it all intact, which is going to be very challenging because it's a very big, large bird. But once it is done, we're going to tie it all together, bring the meat real close together, and it should be really moist and cook in about a third of the time. So first step we're going to do is take our turkey and flip it over. And if you have a squeamish heart, this is probably a very good time not to watch this because I have to butcher this a little bit. So we're going to take the backs off like this. We're going to take, we can probably leave this on for now. So here's the spinal cavity right here. This is really what comes down to the entire turkey itself. So what we're going to do is cut a line down here. And you bring your hand down the back of the turkey. And you're going to see that there is a point where it will take off. So right here, and this is a boning knife. So you have a boning knife here, and it's basically a strong knife. And it's going to cut through a lot of the cartilage. And the small little rib cages in the back. So you come down here, and we'll do the same thing on the other side. Again, this is a little bit, you have to know the anatomy of a turkey a little bit to really do this. So I suggest you do this on a chicken, small little roasting chicken first, and then now we did, we took out the spinal cavity on the turkey. Now we have this, the rib cage, you have the wings, drumsticks are still down here with the thighs attached. So now what we're doing is going to start from the top of the, where the wings are at, and what we're going to do is carve down the side of the breast, really the bottom of the breastbone, all the way down to the top. So when we do that, we're going to get down to the point where you'll bring your hands down here, you'll feel it. And down here, if you try to get close, there's actually the joint of the wing right here. And what you do is take your knife, and you're going to just basically just break the cartilage in there. Okay? All the ligaments, just break it out with a knife, just really gently. So in here, you're probably more so. And just bring it around the edge here, okay, and bring it as much down as possible. You can get down here a little close. So now we're getting to the breastbone, right? And just bring it all the way down. I see the top of the breast here we're actually at. So now we're going to keep the top of the actual part of the turkey where it's the top part. So now we cut all the way down as we could, okay? Not really more we can cut down to, okay? So we're going to stop right there. We're going to turn around this way. We'll do the same thing that we just did on here. Right behind us with our knife, right? So really be careful. Just use the tip. If you have, just go like scrape it like that. That's fine. These little rib cage bones, you're going to have to go around their area for. Bring it down here. So let's see. Now this is the wing area here. Let's show you where that part's at again. So now we're coming here. There's a little cartilage in here, right there. Gonna break where our boning knife, bring our cartilage right there between the two joints, so it falls right down. Okay, and just bring our tip in there. And you'll see it. And if you can't really see it, just now we got basically our breastbone here, and now we're going to basically just take it off entirely. So I want to basically lift it this way. Take our knife, just basically scrape down to the point where we're almost there. Okay, I have to go a little bit deeper here, this area here, on both sides. Okay, same here. So now we got basically our breastbone here, and now we're going to basically just take it off entirely. So I want to basically lift it this way, take our knife, just basically scrape down to the point where we're almost there. Okay, I have to go a little bit deeper here, this area here, on both sides. Okay, same here. Okay, so I'm just going to cut down here. So that's the entire cavity of the turkey. So this you keep the stuff to roast it out. I'll put my stuff back in here, a pan. I can roast it out for a gravy. So now we have this flat, mostly all meat, right? Except for the wings and the thighs. You know, I took the thigh bone out of this one, the legs in here. There's a thigh bone right here. I'm going to take that one out here. So basically what I do is just find the ball and socket here. And we'll basically cut down, a little bit slit down here. Okay, and cut around the bone up here and on the bottom part. Take some time, so if this knife is too tough for you, get a smaller paring knife like this. They can get basically inside those little nooks in there. That's extremely sharp as well. So go around the actual thigh bone, all right? Stand it up, just bring it down, both sides, and keep scraping down. What you're doing is you're breaking off the ligaments on this turkey. Okay, so you're going to keep going down until you get to the connection between the thigh bone, if you see here, and the leg bone. So you can just get these two pieces here if you want. Then you can just, well, you go down a little farther for that. Let's go over here. We get a tough blade here with the paring knife. I just break that joint there. See that? Comes out right real easily. Okay. I'm going to take that. Okay, and that's what you have, the thigh bone. Take that over there. So now this is the whole cavity is open right now. You can put it back together like this, right? Next step here is really the leg bone. Now, if you have children and they love chicken legs or turkey legs, keep it intact because it's fun to hold on to. The bone's here. And, you know, for this demonstration, we probably can leave it intact. I mean, if you really want to do something like this and just completely do it, I'll show you how we do one of them. So we just take the knife and just follow down this area here, and we find the bone. We just sort of go around the bone here. Okay. We find where. Just move this a little closer to you. So now we're scraping down the meat on the bone, thigh bone, of the drumstick here. So we're getting down to the end here, right? And you know, we don't want to cut this whole thing off, so we're going to keep some aesthetic looking nature to it. So what you normally do is you take a heavy French knife. You have to fracture the bone, right? So you're going to have it here, and you're going to see it snap, right? So it's broken. So you're going to basically take it like this, and you're going to pull it. Twist, twist and pull, right? And there you go. And that's really the thumb, the drumstick. Now the knob is still here to make it for aesthetic purposes, so you can put it back together again. And there's your deboned thigh and drumstick. So you can do the same thing on this side. I'll leave this one for my son. He likes the actual drumstick. So we'll leave that one for him. The wings I don't touch because they're sort of, you know, aesthetically pleasing, but there's no function to them at all as far as meat unless you're deep frying them. So this is our deboned 23-pound or 25-pound turkey for turkey here. And what we're going to do now is season the inside and then roll it up, tie it, and then that'll be our finished product for Thanksgiving Day morning. So what I have here is I have a fresh thyme, paprika, and black pepper. So we're going to take a bunch of this and just spread it generously in here, right? Again, we're going to rub this inside out, so be generous with your seasonings in here. So we're going to do that with this. We'll save some for the external as well. And what I've done is there's some salt as well. Looks like a lot of a 25-pound turkey here, and it's, you know, it's going to get nice and seasoned inside. Okay, so we have that. Now I got here some butter. So the butter I seasoned, you know, with the seasoning in there. You'll see there's some flaps back here, which connect two portions of the breast. So we'll just shove some little cubes of butter in there, so it keeps the breast real nice and moist. We do it on both sides here. Okay, and also what happens is that from that point on, the seasoning gets underneath the second layer of the breast meat. And then we're going to take some of that as well. And the cavity where the drumsticks are at, and put the butter in there as well. They do tend to get dry. Same thing on this side. We'll put the butter as well in here. And put in some of these cavities here. Okay. And that should be a good. So now we're going to put it back together. So we're going to fold these in like this, right? So what we have here now is we're seeing the crust of a turkey, right? So now it's like a turkey. So, but the problem is there's no spinal cavity. So we're going to basically just tie it back up. And what I have here is butcher twine, right? And this comes from any groceries butcher. Okay. So now we have our string. And what we're going to do is we're going to take our string like this, bring it from the bottom up through here. And then you have this loop, right? And you have this loose string. Go run it through here. We tie it down, put one loop down, and the string through the loop. And then you have your tie like this, right? So it's going to be consistent all the way through. Now, if you had stuffing or any kind of rice, and you want to fill this cavity with stuffing, perfect time to do it. It's really a great, I think, a finish. Run it underneath the wings on this side. Same thing on this side here. Right like this. Nice and secure. We're going to do another knot here. And we're just going to tie it securely over here, right underneath the turkey breast here. So it stays in one place. Okay, so as you see, we tied it real nice and tight. So basically all you have here is just meat. You have your breast and your thigh and your dark meats right down here. So when you untie this, it's going to be really solid. You just carve it, split it and carve it. I'll show you how we carve it soon. But this goes in the oven. 350 is basically how you get a boneless turkey, half the volume in your oven. And what we're going to do is finish it. Olive oil here. Rub on here. Okay, let's give it a nice rub. Okay, then we're going to get our rest of our seasoning, some paprika at a time. Okay. Our salt. And that's really it. I mean, if you have anything else you want to comment on, we have a lot of emails regarding how to make a turkey a little different. This is one way. Again, I'll finish this in the oven tomorrow, and I'll show you how it comes out in the end. Have a great night.